You, you. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 and no. No, no, no. Now, you may be wondering, why am I saying no a million times? Well, it's quite simply because the subject matter of this live stream. Now, it's been a while since I've done a solo live stream, but here we are. Harry Potter. Why a sequel is a bad idea. Okay, so before I jump into any of that and before I rant for about an hour and a half, already, Leon, sup, brother? Bang! We got AR, we got Lisa, we got Tristan, sup? All right, we got 8 people watching. Smash that like button, people. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying, and let me know how the audio sounds, everybody. Let me know if the audio's much better. It should be. I'm going to move the microphone closer so that way it's a bit more crisper. There we go. But Crusader, what's up, dude? But yeah, I'm going to basically break down why this should not happen at all. And I'm going to go through some of the comments that were left on my most recent video. And I'm going to go through some of the comments that have been left on my Instagram page and whatever else. But essentially, right. I can't believe I should have wait, wrong. Damn. Because I don't know. Yeah, well, King, I got some things to say. So I'm going to start this stream with a positive, okay? Is there a world, right, where Harry Potter has a sequel that works? Absolutely. 100%. There is a world where Harry Potter has a sequel and it works, okay? And I'm not going to dismiss that and say that it's not possible. It is possible because Cobra Kai's done it, Creed has done it, Top Gun Maverick has done it, No Way Home has done it. However, this isn't an exact science. We're talking about probability here. The probability and the likelihood that a Harry Potter sequel is going to be good, it's literally like it's down there. It's right down there. It's not like up here. It's not like midway. It's like down there, right down there. And what really frustrates me about this, okay, is Fantastic Beasts. Okay, let's just break that down. The first Fantastic Beasts film is it's all right. It's fun. It's okay. The second one, I'm going to shout out to my bro Sem's Nerd. I don't know if he's watching right now or if he watches after the fact. He described the movie perfectly. Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindel Yorn. So, there you go. And for the third one, we were promised that literally a fight that was on par with Voldemort and Dumbledore in Order of the Phoenix, right? That's what we were told. We got Rise of Skywalker. Because that right there, where they're like this, and then putting each other in a bubble, no, that's not. Sorry, no, lame, no, lame, boring, and again, what frustrates me about this is we have 3 Fantastic Beasts movies to go off of that don't bode well for a Harry Potter sequel. Okay, that in and of itself is a worry for me. What's even more worrying is the fact they're considering doing The Cursed Child. The Cursed Child, the single most disappointing story I've ever read in my life. The whole book, from top to bottom, is a travesty. Voldemort and Bellatrix have a kid? What? No. The fact that this is even in discussion, the fact that this is even gaining traction, it worries me. And with the climate that we live in nowadays, the streaming wars and every company saying, "Hey, yo, we check it, man. We got this coming out on this day," and then we got, "Hey, yo, all right, we got this dropping on this day, yeah, bro." And it's just like, whoa, hold on a minute here, slow down. Half of the shit that's being put out sucks. So again, the likelihood that it's going to be good is bad. It's bad. And I tell you one thing the cursed child did that really rubbed me up the wrong way, and I've never forgiven it, is making Cedric a Death Eater. I hated that. I absolutely despised that. I said, you know what? He lost a tournament, so he becomes a Death Eater. That is not congruent with who Cedric Diggory is. Cedric Diggory has a heart of gold. He's a good kid. He has a heart of gold. What, a tournament loss? I know it's ironic because you say, oh, well, Robert, yeah, a different context, different universe. I'm talking about Cedric here. Cedric becomes a Death Eater because he lost a tournament. That completely undoes Goblet of Fire. What makes his death so heartbreaking is the fact that he's a good kid. He never intended harm on anyone. His circumstance and his circle was a cripple to Harry in the build-up to the Triwizard Tournament and all the challenges. And it was an obstacle that Harry had to overcome, with everyone else. And then seeing Cedric, get all the ladies, having all the friends, like all the guys loved him and wanted to be him, all the girls wanted him, and Harry was the one that was pushed to the side for the whole year. There's a dynamic there. I really hated the fact that the cursed child took Cedric's story, said 180, he's a Death Eater now. That makes no sense. It makes zero sense. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I never have been. And especially when you look at the weight of Cedric Diggory's death in Goblet of Fire, that death is the catalyst for Harry Potter changing from that point on. Because Prisoner of Azkaban to me, in my opinion, is probably the best because it blends old Harry Potter, like the young, light-hearted one, with the newer, mature take. Like, it has that balance. Goblet of Fire is the turning point. That's the moment it changes forever. That's the moment the dynamic shifts. The minute Cedric Diggory is killed in that film, that's it. Changes completely. Because then Order of the Phoenix, Sirius Black dies. Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore dies. Deathly Hallows Part 1, Mad Eye dies. Dobby dies. Deathly Hallows Part 2, everybody dies. Like, it's... That death is so crucial to the storyline. Cursed Child comes in and says, you know what? You don't get to toss it out. You don't just come in while the child's having a bath. They're playing with the little rubber ducks, and you go whack, 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 and then throw it out the window. No, that's not running. That's not a good idea. So I don't like it. I don't like what they did with Cedric. I hated it. Having Voldemort and Bellatrix, shack up and then have a kid. Like, the dude's not even got a nose. Like, what the? Like, it makes me feel sick. I feel physically ill while thinking of that. Like, no. And then there's even more wrong with, the cursed child. Harry being a terrible husband and a father, already that undoes the entire story. That undoes the whole story right there. Now, you can think what you want about The Force Awakens. As heartbreaking as it is that Han and Leia didn't remain together and that Ben Solo's story kind of played out the way it did, at least Han felt like Han. And at least in some kind of way, you can kind of intellectualize it and go, you know what? All right, it served Ben's arc. Okay. But Harry being a terrible husband and a father, that doesn't sit well with me. That does not sit well with me at all. Time turners being used when they're written out of the series to basically be brought in as a MacGuffin and a plot device to fix contrivances and just start time traveling everywhere. And this is another problem. I hate time travel. When time travel is just thrown in there carelessly with no weight, no barriers to bounce off of. It's just put in there for the sake of it. And you could do anything. Nothing means anything anymore. The minute you introduce time travel in something, time travel should be your answer going forward for everything. Take Avengers Endgame, right? If time travel is not their solution to beating Kang in any way, then Endgame has kind of brought in something that was null and void just for one movie. And that is the Pandora's box that you open when you introduce time travel. It's such a slippery slope. Like, I mean, you can get something like Doctor Who, where the whole foundation of it is time travel. You can get something like X-Men Days of Future Past, where it clearly establishes, if this happens, this will happen. There's rules. You can get The World Between Worlds in Star Wars, where if this happens, this happens. There, again, there's rules. But again, like with Star Wars, with the World Between Worlds, when that was introduced, everyone said, oh yeah, we're going to retcon the sequels. You open the floodgates to so much. Leave time travel out of it. And that's exactly what Cursed Child doesn't do. It doesn't do that. Then you've got, you know, Voldemort and the Death Eaters again, which, I mean, is great. But the problem that, again, that I have with it is, how do I put this? It's just a slippery slope. Like, why do it? Why? It's already bad enough that they're considering doing a Harry Potter sequel, but the fact that it's a Qui-Gon, Qui-Gon Jinn says, the fact that it's a Qui-Gon Jinn, I read that wrong. Back to the Future. Back to the Future did it perfectly. It showed you the exact way to do said thing without pissing all over the legacy of something and completely undoing stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's a good shout. Hey, Cheeky Creations, what's up, bro? Yeah, exactly. It does. It does. It really does. Yeah, bro, I'm all good, man. How are you keeping? Hopefully our team can start, you know, pulling their finger out their ass. Yeah, exactly. There's no limits to them. Like, I don't mind it being used in Prisoner of Azkaban in a one-off, but it being used all the time, no. And exactly, time travel is a lazy way to continue the story. Now, it can provide fun things, but what time travel gives rise to is fixing dumb shit that should have been fixed ages ago. Yeah, no, they just, yeah, Bruce and Barbara's, yeah, basically, Danny, pretty much. It's like Bruce and Barbara's relationship in that, yeah, in that respect. It's just not good. Thank you, Darius. It's a disaster waiting to happen. That's the problem. I'm just scrolling up in the chat to see if I've missed anything. Mustang, what's up? Well, there's the World Cup, but we'll see. It's just, for me personally, I just get worried because when you look at how many things have been ended, and again, if I say any unsavory things, it's not that, it's just Pepsi. So just putting it out there. There's a lot of powerful people in the YouTube scene. I'm just putting it out there. Damn, Pepsi with ice. Oh, it's good. But yeah, at least in Endgame, they tried to iron out the rules. Cursed Child tosses all the logic out the window. Now, I'm going to go through the comments on my recent video that I did earlier today, the brief one that I did. And I'm going to read out. Crap. Whew. Bit under the weather, guys. So bear with me if I sound a bit iffy. For Christ's sake. Shit. There's a difference between how you end it and ending it. Yep. Pepsi is better than Coke, and the Cursed Child can buy. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I prefer Coca-Cola, but Pepsi's cheaper. Is it? Is it though? No, it's not really. It's not really. That makes no sense. Okay, so let me scroll down. All right, let's go to the comments here. Okay, so in this, Christ. So very well said by Eleanor. Julian says, I do not want a sequel whatsoever, but I would be open to a redo of the Harry Potter books as a TV show. We can go into more depth into stories that happen in the books. If it goes well, they can do a show on the Hogwarts Founders, a show on the Marauders, a Tom Riddle origin. Now, that would be cool. There's ways to do Harry Potter that can work, but a sequel to the original films is not the way to go. I agree. Or they could do a Marauders prequel. Yep. They could. Hell, I even tossed out the idea that they could do a Quidditch thing. You know, they could do a story about a team. Literally, think of Mighty Ducks, but in Quidditch. Like, they could do that. Or Cobra Kai for Quidditch, pretty much. Exactly. That if they ruin Harry Potter, I tell you, there's gonna be blood in the streets. Just give these a couple of likes. There you go. There you go. This is proof that I give likes. There you go. Damn. Oh, this is a juicy comment. I'm frankly disappointed how Fantastic Beasts never lives up to its potential as promising storytelling. As for Harry Potter, no, there's no need for another one. I agree. So, Cool Game Boy here says, I've never read The Cursed Child, but I've seen it in theaters. All it is to me is a combination of all 8 movies. I only liked it because it gives Cedric Diggory's character a proper send-off. I don't agree with that. This does not have to be made into a live-action movie. I haven't seen the Fantastic Beasts movies either, just the first one. Those movies are not necessary for the franchise. I agree. The franchise is about Harry Potter. He's not even in the Fantastic Beasts movies, as he shouldn't be. I've watched these movies in my childhood, and I think the way the franchise ended was perfect. Bang. I swear, Warner Brothers, please don't ruin this awesome franchise because of insurance policies. Please, please, please don't ruin Harry Potter. And that right there, that right there summarizes everything. It summarizes everything. You could do a Marauders thing. You could do a Tom Riddle show, Quidditch. It's just, is it Ted Lasso? But for Harry Potter, if you do a Harry Potter sequel, I'm sorry, even if whether it was Cursed Child or not, you're opening the floodgates to a lot of shit, and it's not a good idea. Now, I'm going to pull up an article. This is from Screen Rant. Now, I've talked a lot in the past about how I'm a bit 50-50 with Screen Rant, but they've compiled a list of what the actors have had to say in regards to returning. So I'm going to read it out. We're going to go through it. Damn it. All right. Hang on. Christ. All right. No. Get this advert off my screen. Ain't nobody getting airtime out on here. Get off. Get lost. Right. 1 second, guys. Damn it. Yeah, sorry, guys, if I'm coughing a lot. It's just I'm under the weather. Okay, so Daniel basically says, I would have to think about it. He expects the idea of returning to be more theoretical and would happen further into the future. Though not in reference to a direct Harry Potter film series sequel, Radcliffe also has commented on being interested in appearing in a reboot spin-off. I'm not a fan of that either. Reviving the franchise has led to speculation of a Harry Potter TV series, with Radcliffe saying if it happened, he would like to return as Sirius Black or Remus Lupin. That makes no sense. Radcliffe has commented on returning since Chris Columbus's announcement, but it's possible the original Harry Potter director could convince him to return. A proper Harry Potter sequel movie wouldn't work without Daniel Radcliffe playing the boy who lived again. Well, yeah, duh. Unfortunately, Radcliffe shot down the idea of returning as Harry Potter anytime soon. In an interview with the New York Times, Radcliffe has been trying to shake his Harry Potter persona for a number of years now, which he has been trying to do. As soon as he was in Woman in Black, he's tried to do so much, and he'll always be seen as Harry Potter. But unfortunately, Daniel, that's just going to be the case for you forever. He compared his reappearance to that of Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford in the new Star Wars movies. The Star Wars guys had like 30, 40 years before they went back. See, now this. When I say I don't want a sequel, that doesn't mean forever. You could do a Harry Potter sequel in 30 or 40 years with Harry as a really old man. Like, I wouldn't be against that. But as of right now, it's not the way to go. I'm telling you. And for me, it's only been 10. Frankly, he can't be blamed for his opinion. After all, he spent most of his childhood as the boy who lived, and Daniel's career outside of that image had a slow start, but has been continuing to grow over recent years. Instead of fully shedding that image, he'd like to wait a little longer. I agree. So pretty much, I'm going to say it like this. As much as I love the rest of the Harry Potter cast, right? Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter. If you do it without him, then no one's turning up. I'm sorry. It's not working. So, let's see what Rupert Grint had to say. And to be fair, I think out of the three, Emma Watson has been the one that's broke the mold the most. Daniel Radcliffe's done a lot. Rupert Grint, I'd say, has been the most quiet. He would only... there you go. He's given the Oscar Isaac kind of John Boyega approach. He says that he would only reprise his role if the other original stars did too. Grint has been protective of his Harry Potter character, understandably why, explaining it felt odd to see someone else portraying Ron in the Cursed Child play. He doesn't expect to be involved with the Harry Potter TV series reboot, but hopes it would follow a different group of magically inclined students rather than the originals. In a past interview, he said he'd be up for returning in a film at the right time, which aligns with Radcliffe's comment. Yeah, so basically, if Dan and Emma return, then he'll return. Now, oh my God. Oh, I feel like crap. All right. Having moved on to a separate blockbuster career after starring in films like Perks of Being a Wallflower, Beauty and the Beast and Little Women, recruiting Emma Watson may be more difficult than the other stars. Oh, it will be difficult. The Hermione actress hasn't made any comments on returning, with her last major response being in 2017, stating there's nothing planned at the moment, but to ask her again in 10 years. While less direct, Watson response aligns with Radcliffe and Grint, suggesting Chris Columbus will need to wait a few more years until the actors are ready for a cursed child move. No! Rumors spread in 2020 that Emma had retired from acting, but that was never happening. All right. Tom Felton. Draco Malfoy. Think my name's funny, do you? Yeah, well, it is kind of funny. Little pushover. Fuck off. Out of all the... also, can I touch upon that weird shipping community that ships Draco and Hermione? You lot are weird. Calls her a mudblood, and that's romantic to you? Like, Jesus Christ. For God's sake. Don't need to tell me what you're into. The actor said he would dye his hair blonde and play Lucius, or Draco Malfoy's son if given the chance. No, that's dumb. Meaning the film role being offered to another actor would not go over well. Yep. If Columbus is working on recruiting the original actors, he knows the first place to go is Tom Felton. The opportunity to reprise Harry Potter's Draco Malfoy and Cursed Child would also give Tom Felton the chance to play the character in a new light, having grown into a far more sympathetic character as an adult. Oh my God, no. Fuck. There's ways to do it without using the Cursed Child. Please. He feels a bit of ownership. So, according to many of the cast members, still keep in touch, and all of them have discussed the prospect of returning to play their. Bonnie Wright. Let's see what Ginny Weasley has to say. Clarified she misses playing Ginny. She also hopes that Harry Potter movies stay as they were, feeling the story only needs to be confined to those 7 years. Ginny Weasley's actress may not be anxious to return to Harry Potter, but in 2016 she said never say never. Yeah, she'll come back if they do, basically. I tell you what, Matthew Lewis, I mean, the dude's a handsome dude now. Like, I mean, I'm just being objective. Like, Jesus. He's had the most glow up out of the rest. Like Bonnie, Neville Longbottom actor is under a never say never mindset, and he wouldn't come back to play him just for the sake of it. Exactly. That's the point. Well said. Chris Columbus. A Cursed Child movie. Nope. Though not officially written by Rowling herself, the Harry Potter sequel did relatively well on the stage. Yeah, relatively well on the stage. Not received well by fans. The book is hated. It's hated. No one likes it. As a stage play, Cursed Child is fine. As a story continuation, it sucks. He cites that the original cast is the perfect age to play. Oh, man. Columbus believes that the only way to make more Harry Potter movies would be to rely on already written source material rather than something about the Marauders, a Voldemort prequel, or a television series. Just why? Why? It's so weird to me. It's just so weird to me. I don't. Jim! Not the biggest fan of Harry Potter, but I dig it. So, got 25 people in the stream right now. Smash that like button, people. Make the villain Voldemort's granddaughter. Wink, wink. Oh, God. Don't remind me of that Ray Palpatine stuff, please. Oh, hey, Natalie. What's up? As a massive fanboy of the books, I'm currently sick. Oh, I can relate. Get better soon. Books. I don't really like the movies much. Okay, so you're more into the books. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. But I think we can all agree. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll right now. Let's do a poll. Okay, let's do a poll. All right, I'm going to start a poll. Cursed Child, yay or nay? I'm going to start a poll. Right. Get to voting. Who's more interesting of an antagonist to you, Grindelwald or Voldemort? Who I like more? Voldemort, because he's OG. But who's more interesting? I'd say Grindelwald, because he's not like Voldemort's, and I'm sorry, that had me rolling the first time I saw it. He gets it. I need something to. Right, I'll just use this. He's just like, Harry Potter is dead. Christ. Ugh. But yeah, Grindelwald's a good character. It's just Fantastic Beasts. There's nothing with him. I'm a Harry Potter. If I'm a Harry Potter fan, I think y'all should hit up WBD because they're listening to the fans. I mean, look, if they are to do a Cursed Child movie, right? And I listen to what I'm saying here, people. If they are to do a Cursed Child movie, it needs to be different. Do not, right? Do not do that story. That story is asinine, okay? That story belongs in the bin. The bin deserves to be set on fire. The ashes deserve to be sent to outer space, into the sun, and then the sun deserves to go into a bloody black hole. Like, it's... No. If you're going to do Cursed Child, you need to redo the whole story, because that coming out right there, that will set the fan base up in arms. Like, already people are not a fan of Fantastic Beasts whatsoever. Like, no, seriously, no. But as much as I don't want a sequel, you could do a Marauders story. You could do the Founders story. You could do a Quidditch TV show in the style of Cobra Kai, but with Quidditch. That would be sick. You could do you could explore more of the Weasleys. You could explore more of auras. You could have an aura show. Think of, like, I don't know, CSI Miami, but with auras from the Wizarding world. Like, there's so much more you can do that doesn't retroactively piss on the legacy of Harry Potter. Like, for Christ, 32 people in the stream. 32 people. And it's a Tuesday evening. Shout out to all you. Founders. Hey, Charles, how you doing, bro? Hey, Founders of Hogwarts. I would like that. Now, that would be nice. If they do a Cursed Child movie, pull an MCU and make it a very loose adaptation. That's the only way. That's the only way I'll be okay with it. They cannot do that play live. No. Because the thing is, if they're going on the basis of if the name, and right now, 23 people have voted, 9% say yay, 91% say nay. See what I'm saying? It's a landslide majority. No one wants the Cursed Child. No one wants it. No one. If you're going to do a Cursed Child movie, you need to change everything. Like Voldemort and Bellatrix shacking up and having a kid. Like Harry being a deadbeat dad. Cedric, losing a tournament and going, oh, I'm going to be a Death Eater now. Like, no. And then Robert Pattinson, who are you going to get to play Cedric? Robert Pattinson's Batman now. Like, if he comes back to play Cedric, do you really think he's going to want to play Cedric as an evil, arsehole? No. Because I don't know if there's any Twilight fans in the chat, and I'm sorry if I rub you all up the wrong way, but we've got to look at this objectively here. Robert Pattinson did say he preferred playing Cedric Diggory over Edward Cullen. Just saying. And he was only in that one movie for like a few scenes. Just saying. So, again, things like, again, Harry being a deadbeat dad, I don't like it. Because it makes everyone that gave something to Harry feel meaningless. He may not have had his father in his life, but he learned from Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, Dumbledore. He's learned from Hagrid. He's learned from all these elderly father figures. He should be the complete father. He's learned everything from a different person. He's got the heart of his mum. He's got the will of his father. He's got the compassion of Sirius. He's got the warmth of Remus, and he's got the gentility of Dumbledore, and he's got the stern, tough nature of Hagrid. He's got like all of them in one. So him being a deadbeat dad, that makes no freaking sense. It makes zero sense. Thank you, Augustus. I mean, I agree. Get me in the writer's room. I tell you what, hey, me, Darius, and RJ, we're getting in that writer's room and we're taking it over. Seriously, Warner Brothers, I have no idea if you're ever going to watch this, but if anyone connected to anyone at WB is listening, hey, the fans wanted Henry Cavill back. We got Henry Cavill back. You're sorting out DC. You're making DC rise again. Black Adam, like a mid-2000s superhero movie. Bit shit, but, it was all right. It was all right. Cool action. But with this in mind, don't sabotage another franchise just for the sake of the dosh, okay? Please, for the love of all that's holy, don't do that. You're better than that, okay? Don't take 4 steps forward and then 8 steps back. This is not the way to go. Already a Harry Potter sequel is a bad idea. Considering The Cursed Child, that's even worse. That, nope. I mean, I wouldn't mind a prequel with Voldemort. Like, we know what happens to Voldemort, but I think it would be fascinating to see it all, like a timeline of how he got from A to B to C. Like, that would be cool to me. But again, it goes back to that thing of, we know what happens. Do we really need to see it? Like, that's my thing, is Harry Potter is not, it's not a Marvel, it's not a Star Wars, it's not a Transformers even. Like, it's literally 7 books. Like, 7 books, 8 films. That's it. Like, it doesn't need to be any more. Half-Blood Prince, I find it very boring, but it picks up in the 3rd act. I mean, I mean, oh Christ. Woo! I'll say this about Harry Potter. No matter what director they have, no matter who's writing the script, each Harry Potter movie, in my opinion, is strong and stands on its own, and it contributes to the bigger picture. How often can you say that with a franchise? In my opinion, there's no weak entry in Harry Potter. There's none. Now, if you, let's say we take Half-Blood Prince there, as Jim says, for me, is it a slower movie than the rest? Yeah, but it's still good. Like, it's still good. You know, it's you get moments where it's like, you know, oh, Dumbledore said calmly and he shakes the living daylights out of Harry. You know, you get moments like that. But by and large, I would say that each movie in the franchise is good. Deathly Hallows Part 1 gets a lot of shtick, but to me, I really like it because it's the last time you see the trio go on an adventure together. Just the trio, and it tests the friendship and the bonds and the connections of the trio. Like, it comes full circle back to the first movie to see how they've grown as people. They're not kids anymore, they're adults. You know, they've grown, you know. That's it. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Do you ask one of the older students to do it for you? No, sir. You're absolutely sure. Yes, sir. Like, it's Dumbledore said calmly. May I ask? May I say? Off topic, what do you think about Ronaldo? Read the room, Ronaldo, I mean, hey, I know he's done an interview and he said some unsavory things, but I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll talk about more about later on. Albus being in Slytherin and still being a good person. That's literally the only thing that I can forgive Cursed Child for. I hate Cursed Child. Again, as a theatrical experience, Cursed Child slaps. As a story, part of a continuing world, it doesn't mesh. I don't like it. Exactly, it's the ending. Yeah, watch them, Lisa. But it's just, the ending is so sacred. I think we get so caught up as fans about, oh, it could continue, sequel, that we forget that you're going to retroactively damage the ending. Look at what the sequel trilogy's done to Return of the Jedi. Look at what that's done. Now, as much as the sequel trilogy has its issues, Jesus Christ. As much as the sequel trilogy has its issues, you know, I can still forgive it for certain things, but Return of the Jedi is my ending. Like, I'll watch Force Awakens, I'll watch Last Jedi, I'll watch Rise of Skywalker, but Return of the Jedi is my ending. You know, it's, and how you end it is as important as ending it, in my opinion. This is a good question to ask, Bryce, because originally I would have said yes, because they had a plan to make 5. After the way the 3rd movie bombed, I'm gonna say no. I think they might scrap it. They might cancel it. The 3rd one ends in such a way where it leaves it ambiguous, where you can kind of fill in the gaps anyway. But I don't think they'll continue it. I think they lost too much money. They lost way too much money. And I think Fantastic Beasts losing that amount of money and again, I know, oh, but it's about the art. Yes, it is about the art. But from a business standpoint, if you're not making money, WB are not going to give a shit. So that's probably what's pushing them more to bring back the original cast, because of nostalgia. I mean, when you look at the Force Awakens trailer, in my opinion, one of the greatest trailers of all time, there's a reason why there's X-Wings in the trailer. They're not just put in there just so you can go, oh, 1977. I mean, it's put in there for that. But it's also put in there to go, fuck yeah, A New Hope. Oh, fuck. Star Wars. Like, yeah, Star Wars is back, baby. It's put in there for a reason. Like, trailers are an art form. There's a reason why they play the Harry Potter theme at the end of every Fantastic Beasts trailer where it goes, do-do, do-do, do-do. And it only plays like 3 notes. Because then you go, oh yeah. It's it's not nostalgia bait, it's marketing. Dumbledore said calmly in the book versus the movie aggressively, Harry, did you put your name in that goblet of fire? Like he shook the crap out of him. I said, but he's a teenager, you know, Dumbledore. Jesus. Founders of Hogwarts could be the old Republic. Darius, I like your thinking. The founders of Hogwarts could be the old Republic of Harry Potter. Oh, hell yeah. So long ago, they're disconnected and we very know little about... Exactly. And it won't damage anything going forward because it's so far back. Old Republic of Harry Potter? Hey, sign me up. Godric and Salazar could be like Anakin and... Oh, now that right there... Hey, that gave me chills. Just thinking of the prospect of Godric and Salazar having a duel like Anakin and Obi, like in... CWB, you have potential there without pissing on the legacy of Harry Potter. Oh, Christ. Sorry for all my coughing, everybody. Yeah, the first one is good. Second one is Crimes of Grindel, yawn. And then the third one is bang average. Movie Flame rips on that play. That play was trash. Any continuation prequel series needs to only connect to the movie and not... Exactly. Just connect, not directly connect. And this was one of my problems with Fantastic Beasts 2, is while watching it, the whole movie, I was pretty much sat there going, it's McGonagall. Oh, shit. Oh, we're back at Hogwarts. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Dumbledore. Ah. Like, it's great, but it's a lot of hey, member and no story. Like, that only goes so far before... It has an expiration date, okay? No Way Home has a lot of things that you go, oh, yes, oh, that childhood. But the movie is freaking good. That's the difference. With Fantastic Beasts, I don't get that same feeling. It felt like they just threw it in there. And McGonagall shouldn't even be the age in that film that she's supposed to be. Like, again, you're pissing on the law. You're pissing on the law. Like, and I didn't care. Like, it's like, you know, and look, I'm not going to get into it, but it's worth mentioning that Mrs. Rowling herself is in a bit of trouble. And that's not linked to what I'm talking about here, but it is a factor to consider in terms of, because there are people in the audience that are Harry Potter fans that have some very strong views on that situation, that Rowling has kind of put herself in the mud a little bit. So that does come into play. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Damn it. Thank you. Stuart, leave the legacy characters and main story the hell alone. I love the first 2 films because they're fun and more enjoyable than the later ones. I think that's just because the story had to mature, but I agree with what you mean. Like, the first few are more fun and lighthearted. The rest, I think... Harry Potter is a series of maturity. It grows as you get older. That's what made Harry Potter so strong, is that each installment got progressively darker. And that's what I mean. Cedric Diggory's death was the turning point of the whole saga. Cursed Child takes his story arc, shits all over it, makes him a bad guy. What? No. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, again, never say never. If the demand is high enough for a Fantastic Beasts 4 and 5, it is possible. And then you've got to look at the original plan, like the original intention. There was meant to be 5 Fantastic Beasts films. There was meant to be 5. But the third one made so little in terms of money, and it was not acclaimed whatsoever. People did not like it. It's not likely. I wouldn't put too much stock into it. And this is the problem, because now it's giving Warner Brothers more incentive to go back to the old formula, go back to formula and bring back the old cast. And I don't like that, because you're gonna rush it. Now, if it was 20, let's say it was the year 2042 and they were on about a Harry Potter sequel, I actually wouldn't mind, because then it could be the Top Gun Maverick of Harry Potter, where Harry Potter's like the new Dumbledore. Ron and Hermione's kids have grown up, and it's great. And then you've got like this Cobra Kai type storytelling with new wizards and new kids. That could be good. But as of right now, it reeks of desperation to keep it going, because people are going to forget Harry Potter. No one forgets Harry Potter. Kids that are being born right now will grow up with Harry Potter. I've talked about this a lot. Harry Potter is timeless. We're still talking about The Godfather today. We're still talking about A Shawshank Redemption today. We're still talking about Saving Private Ryan today. We're still talking about the original Star Wars today. We're still talking about Maltese Falcon from like the 1950s today. We're still talking about it, because quality lasts forever. It lasts a lifetime. It will always go past shit storytelling. That's not my opinion. It's just a fact. It's the truth of the matter. Quality will always surpass shit. Always. We're still talking about The Shining today. We're still talking about The Departed today. I mean, that's 2008, but that's just me shouting out RJ's favorite film. We're still talking about the original Blade today. We're still talking about Jungle Book today. We're still talking about Pocahontas today. Like, there's no... I think everyone kind of gets so wrapped in the, oh my God, we're going to forget about it. Like, no. I mean, this is why, a slight change of subject, but The Terrifier, I haven't seen it personally, but I'm tempted to watch it purely because people say The Terrifier might actually join the horror movie pop culture zeitgeist. And what I mean by that is the horror pop culture zeitgeist has always been Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface, Chucky, Jigsaw, Ghostface. Those have always been the main guys. Always those guys. If the Terrifier breaks into that mold, that is iconic. The fact that he's able to break into that mold, that speaks volumes of the quality of Terrifier. If he's able to break into that mold. Now, only time will tell, but if he's able to break into that mold, then that is incredible. And that is what I mean. Quality is timeless. It's timeless. Agreed. Oh, you're just an entitled fan. No, I'm a fan that cares about this. Well, no, exactly. It's not... Fan entitlement comes in many forms. You get the fans that like, no, I don't like this movie because I didn't get what I wanted. And if I, like, put it this, I'll use Doctor Strange 2. I don't like Doctor Strange 2 for the reasons I've explained many times. I think Wanda's character was assassinated. I think Doctor Strange's balls were cut off. And I think the movie was titled wrongly, and that the multiverse stuff was used incorrectly, in my opinion. Where fan entitlement is wrong is, oh my God, Blade didn't show up. Oh my God, Toby didn't show up. Oh my God, this person didn't show up. That's where fan entitlement is wrong. Like, because it's like that you want the movie to be something it was never going to be. But in the context of Harry Potter, what do we have to go off of right now? Right? Let's say, okay, we've got Creed, Top Gun Maverick, and Cobra Kai. That's it. Let's look at everything else. Predator, Kenobi, Terminator, like the list, Ghostbusters, the list goes on. The likelihood that Harry Potter getting a sequel that will be good is it's risky. And and I'm just thinking about it from this standpoint. If you wait 10 more years and you do a Harry Potter sequel down the road, Top Gun Maverick meets Harry Potter, that would slap. But as of right now, it's not a good idea. The quality of writing and entertainment in the West, it's so shit. Harry Potter and the Desperate movie, Stu. Well, I mean, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Thank you, Natalie. Right back at you. Will be considered to... Yep, they shall indeed. Terrifier is great. Art the Clown is horrifying. I mean, I've heard good things. I wouldn't mind a TV series on Potter, James, Remus, Sirius, and Peter Pettigrew. Yes, I would not mind that at all. And look at King sliding in with the MCU cameo here. Right, so Danny has convinced me to watch Mighty Ducks. Now, if you guys haven't watched Mighty Ducks, it's a show on Disney Plus. It's essentially Cobra Kai meets hockey. Now, it's not as dark, and it's not as good, but it is a fun watch. You will enjoy it. And it's an underdog story that you've seen a million times before, but it's just exciting to see it unfold. The characters are fun and quirky. And I can't recommend it enough. Seriously, watch Mighty Ducks. It's great. It links into the original Mighty Ducks movies. Now, I've never seen the original movies, but I'll say this after watching the series. I want to watch Mighty Ducks, the original movies. So check it out. It's pretty good. It's all right. It's all right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, I've got 26 people here, nearly 27. I'm going to give a little plug there. So Mighty Ducks, check it out. Check it out. I mean, they haven't said, do you know what? Let me look it up. Let me look it up right now. What? Nah, yeah, I was about to say, no, leave that alone as well. Don't touch Airbender. Mighty Ducks is goated. Yeah, I agree. Quality show on Disney. Damn. There's actually a quality show on Disney Plus now. Damn. There's a quality show on Disney Plus, and it's not even one that they promote. God's sake. It's a very family-oriented kind of franchise, you know? It's basically Home Alone and Cobra Kai on ice. Right, okay. Fantastic Beasts 4. I think they have been cancelled. Let me see. Yeah, I think they have been cancelled. That's a shame. That's a shame. But I mean, look, Fantastic Beasts has been so 50-50 that I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm really not. Like, it's so unsurprising to me is the word. It's just like, I'm really not shocked at all. Let me pull up this article. Quiet. Fucking look at these adverts popping up. Go away, Deliveroo. Right. Okay. Let's scroll up. Oh my god, this is a lengthy article. It's been reported that the Fantastic Beasts films, which are being written by Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling, have been cancelled. And that's another thing. She wrote the books and was a big part in the movies. Fantastic Beasts writing isn't the best. Just throwing it out there. The Harry Potter adjacent franchise is over, but there are new movies set in the same universe in development. That Zaslav is interested in making more Harry Potter films with Rowling. He's not interested in making more movies in the recent Fantastic Beasts branch of the universe, otherwise known as the Potterverse. Because everyone's got to have everyone's got to have a universe now. Yeah, fucking Jesus. Ugh. Everything's got to have a universe. Everything's got to have a universe. You can't just have any contained stories anymore. Thank you, MCU, for that. Well, actually, it's not the MCU's fault. Do you know what, right? I've talked about this. Let me minimize that quickly. Oh, for Christ's sake. There we go. I've talked about this a lot. Star Wars' most famous iconic line is, "No, I am your father." No! Shut up, Luke. Clapping. And every movie since then has tried to replicate it. Ever since the MCU did a universe, everyone's got a universe. Harry Potter's got a universe. Fast and Furious is going to have one. Pirates of the Caribbean wants one. Monsterverse. Like, everyone wants a universe. It's mad. Could we just have some self-contained stories? All right, back to the point. Okay. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you, AR, with the cheeky cock. Jacob, you can't complain about adverts. I always get adverts when I click on your vids. Well, that's because yeah, don't skip ads. Just saying. Back to the article. Thank you for distracting me. The article also states that Zaslav is open to a deal with J.K. Rowling on more Harry Potter content. Oh, for Christ almighty's sake, Jesus. Oh, I just don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know. Like it, I don't want this to happen. I really don't, because what's going to inevitably happen is it's going to suck. Like, oh. Yeah, Secrets of Dumbledore did not do well with audiences, critics, and I thought it wasn't. Well, I didn't ask whoever wrote this article's opinion. Yeah, I mean, what did Eddie Redmayne say? It's more of a question for JK and David Yates and Warners, but I don't know. I'm afraid I can't add to that. I love playing Newt. He's a sweet man. Ah, man. That is sad. Because to be fair, I like Newt. Like, I like Newt. Newt Scamander is great. He's a cool character. I just all love Jacob. Yeah, you know what you were doing. You know. I tell you what, you know.
Oh, you come for the king?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I think I just muted him.
Oh, you come for the king?
Oh, hang on. Oh, right. I'm stupid. It's because I had my volume down. I'll play it.
Oh, you come for the king?
Yeah.
Look, if you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass right now?
Just saying. If Fantastic Beasts was making dollars, probably would have stayed. I think yeah, it's not. And the thing is, it's not making money, and it's not hitting well with the fans. So no one's winning. No one. It's just we're just releasing movies. Warner Brothers, if you continue down this path, nothing in your lives would ever be the same again. My video hit over 300 views. Oh, good man. Good man. Arthur Darvill was such an underrated actor. He's great in Broadchurch, Doctor Who, and Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, Legends of Tomorrow, that became a fucking shit show. But Arthur Darvill was great. He was great as Rory in Doctor Who as well. No, I can never come for the King of Kings. King of Kings. Suck it. Bit of Triple H for you. Oh, fuck Christ. Well, this is WBD when they cancel Fantastic Beasts.
It's just good business.
Haley, the book is closed on Harry Potter. They need to exactly don't reopen it. Fandom if Warner Brothers make a new Harry Potter squeal. Then what? Then why did it happen? I've got some new music I'm writing. Maybe upload it. Maybe you should upload it. Upload it. I tell you what, if they screw up Harry Potter, seriously, I ain't joking. There's gonna be hands that I'm sorry. Every single, come on, man. You know, like come on, really. And I just want to take this moment as well to say rest in peace to Robbie Coltrane. You know, I think it's so heartbreaking when anyone who watched the 10-year special, whatever it was, really emotionally moving, really great. When Robbie Coltrane says, you know, Hagrid will be here, but I won't be. It's almost like he knew. And that's what makes it so sad, is the fact that it feels like Robbie kind of knew, you know, and that's what makes it heartbreaking, is it feels like he knew that after a while he wasn't going to be here. And that's a shame, you know, and may he rest in peace. And the thing is with Harry Potter has every pedigree English actor ever. Every single one. Like every pedigree of English actor is in Harry Potter. Every single one. It's mad. It's crazy. Hey, Hogwarts Legacy looks tight. I'm gonna be rocking a Slytherin. I mean, to be fair, I'm a Gryffindor at heart, but I've got the blood of a Slytherin. You know, I'm 50-50. If they do this movie, will you see it in the cinema? It's Harry Potter, so probably. So I can complain about it, but if I pay for it, I'm the idiot. It's just more of, if they do the Cursed Child, they've got it. That they've got to change that whole. They got to change that whole story. That whole story, and I'm not even joking. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's way off though, Abbas. Like, I think we've got David Tennant for like 4 specials, and then we've got Nkuti coming afterwards. They're very forgettable and I agree. I mean, it's like the moment that we always love with the, the ding, 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 like that moment and the confundus. Those moments are cool, but by and large, you can't change how you feel. Oh, God. Please don't remind me of that line. Thanks, Stu. Fellow Scotsman. Oh, yeah. I'm a Slytherin. Hogwarts Legacy looks so freaking good. Same with Kevin Conroy. Yep. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman. Boom. Oh, Jesus. Only 66 years old. Christ. People are dropping like flies. It's just... I mean, do I... What? Am I okay? No, just about under the weather. Robbie, I like the heat. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes the cringe lines now. A Batman gravestone. He was Batman. Yep. I'm sure the storyline will be great. I just worry. After Kenobi, I've got PTSD. Like, genuinely, I've got PTSD. I waited 20 years. Like, 20 years as to how the altercation between Anakin and Obi-Wan facing off again could go. And that is what we were given. Are you joking? Now, Harry Potter will probably, well, arguably have a bit more care in it, but I don't want to take that chance. I really don't want to take that chance. Harry Potter is so sacred to a lot of people for a lot of reasons. Now, look, Star Wars, Marvel, everything is important to everyone. But Harry Potter is so unique because you grew up literally with it. Like, each year you grew up in school, there was a new Harry Potter movie. You grew up when you were 15. Harry was 15. When you were 16, Harry was 16. Like, you literally grew up with the movies. Like, and even kids who haven't grown up with the movies, they've been introduced to them and they love them. The amount of people I see wearing like Hogwarts pendants and stuff, it's insane. I'm just praying that there's a world where this sequel, because I mean, we got to be honest, it's probably going to happen. If it is to happen, then why did it happen? We are the Flash. Oh, you God, yeah, cringe. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. I'm praying and I'm hopeful that they don't piss all over the lore and the legacy. That's what I'm worried about. It's you can undo these things, you know? I mean, put it this way. Return of the Jedi. Anytime you watch that movie, do you feel better about it now knowing where it goes? Like that ending, you know, like after Vader's burning and he's on the funeral, and it brings it full circle to when Qui-Gon was burned in the first one. Luke's looking on, his father's dead, he's crying, and then it cuts to the celebration of the Gungans celebrating on Naboo, Coruscant. And the funny thing is, on Coruscant, you actually see the Jedi Temple in the background, but you see an Emperor Palpatine statue get knocked down. The Ewoks are celebrating. The galaxy's at peace. Everything's great. You know, Luke, Han, Leia, Lando, Chewie, 3PO, Wedge, R2, they're all happy. They're dancing. They're united. Luke looks on at, you know, his father, his mentor, and his other mentor. There's peace in the galaxy. It's a beautiful ending. Stories come full circle. Oh, somehow Palpatine returned. What? Again, in a sense, I like it, but in another sense, you kind of piss on the ending of Return of the Jedi, and I don't like that. So, I don't want that happening here. Harry Potter never dies. Yeah, no more. Like, I can't. I'm at a point, and Halloween ends. Like, for God's sake, how many times are we going to get shit endings? Like, for Christ. This is why I talk about Top Gun Maverick so much. That movie is so freaking good. It's the perfect sequel. It has a perfect ending. It has great script, great characters. Some of the best cinematography I've ever seen in any movie, like ever. Everyone talks about, oh, The Last Jedi is such a beautiful movie, but the story's asinine and the characters do a bunch of weird shit, and it doesn't feel like a second act. Top Gun Maverick feels like a sequel, feels like a continuation, feels true to the original, and does its own thing while respecting the original, and is a great movie in and of itself. and arguably is better than the original. But it can be done. It can be done. Oh, Jar Jar shouting at the top of his lungs. Me so here. Oh fuck. He returned with a son and granddaughter. Oh, for Christ's sake. No, they can't. We live in a world now where everything just there's no endings anymore. There's no endings anymore. No one knows how to end it. Are you a Game of Thrones fan? Game of Thrones. Oh my god, Jesus. Game of Thrones fan. I watched the first 5 episodes and I haven't gone beyond that. I might get back on it, but I'm watching Sopranos mostly at the minute, so we'll see. We'll see. I got a lot I got to catch up on. As much as spin-off shows are good, sometimes as much as it's tempting, you got to stick to what the original ending was. Yes, I agree. You have to stick to what the original ending is sometimes. Like, you get to a point, right, where it's like Pirates of the Caribbean. At World's End is a great third act. My only issue with it is what they do to James Norrington, as I've said before. Like, that felt so stupid to me. Other than that, the rest of the movie slaps. It's perfect. Inch perfect. 4 and 5? Yeah. And now we don't have a proper ending because of all the BS that went off outside of everything, you know? Ned Stark is the Qui-Gon. Yeah, I know what happens to him. Like, I was spoiled that years ago. But that's a good comparison. There's squeals on squeals or remakes after remakes. What's the point of this? Yeah, it's silly. Deji giving a black eye to Mayweather and I showed was with Jeff line up. We're living in a mad universe. I guess love conquers all. Damn it. Yeah, he's killed off in one movie and it leaves such an impact. Exactly. It's put it this way. Qui-Gon has more impact in one movie than General Hux, Phasma, and Pride do combined. Work that one out. Seriously, work that one out. God's sick. Oh, man. But yeah, I want them to be extremely careful. Kind is so sacred to me, and it's so sacred to everyone else. I just want them to be really careful. I really do. We're kind of at that point in the stream now where I've talked for about an hour about how I feel about it. So now, shoot from the hip. Let's talk. Anything. This is your time. Ask a question. Anything you wish. Oh, man. This is it. Evan, actually, I'm glad you brought this up. This is the worry for Cobra Kai, to be honest. If it ends massive high, then Netflix, for money purposes, might want spin-offs. Sony are already desperate with this new Karate Kid movie. Exactly. I love, and I say this all the time, I love Cobra Kai to death. Cobra Kai never dies! It never dies! Like, I love it to death, but an ending is so important. And after season 5, guys, the ending is literally round the corner. Regardless if it's season 6 or 7, we're literally almost there. We're so close. It's not even funny. We're literally there. Like, where do you go after you go global? How do you top that as an ending? You can't. Like, come. Like, are you excited for He's All That Too? And yes, I'm in He's All That Too. And me and Tanner Buchanan, we're going to be competing for Addison Rae. And then I'm going to beat the flying crap out of that, la 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 la. Stupid, that asshole. That fucking movie's so shit. You know what? I'll never forget when I did a watch party to that. And I ordered pineapple on pizza. And I literally just sat there watching it. And everyone in the chat was just having fun at my expense. I might have to do that more. I might have to rewatch it just for you guys. We could use the unforgivable curse on them if they do. Yes. How come? Oh, right. Yes. Thank you, Tristan, for bringing this up, actually. So the reason I didn't do a stream yesterday is just because I had a lot of stuff that I was doing all day. Like, I've basically been up since 5:30 a.m. And by the time I got home, it was about 10 p.m. And I love my American brothers. I really do. But we always end up starting a stream around 1 a.m. So by definition, I would have been up for about 20 hours. And I would have passed out on stream. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the mature thing. I'm going to get some sleep. And next Sunday, we're back to normal. It's just this Sunday just gone. It was just really manic. And I just wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have been. I would have literally started the stream like this. Hi. Welcome to another watch party. You know, no, I would have started the stream saying, "Hey, we're watching this movie. Welcome to another watch party. To whatever we were gonna watch." Space Rangers in space. Set controls to outer space. Now, if you know where that's from, then you're the GOAT King. You know it's from. Season 5 even felt like an ending. Exactly. Season 5 had a sense of finality to it. That's what's crazy to me. It felt like some of the loose plot threads were tied up. Could have done more with Mike, though. Hi, Jacob. I need your top cringe lines video. Amy, that is definitely going to happen. I need to do that. I need to do a top cringe lines video. Cringiest lines in Cobra Kai. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full rewatch of Cobra Kai from season 1 till now. And I'm going to literally go through the whole thing, writing down, oh, cringe moment. Oh, cringe moment. And I'm going to be doing a cringe compilation just to give you an insight into how that can play out. Okay, so let me go with the most obvious one. You think I broke your heart? You broke mine too. And then there's the other one, which is, you know, coming for you, bitch. Fucking Jesus. Cringe. Tori in season 3 go, no mercy! And then Robbie like getting doused in water and going, like, I was like, you think we can let him get away with that? We won't. God. Shit. And then Miguel going, I guess love conquers all. Shit. And then there's the other one where he's like, good day, milady. My name's Miguel and I'll be your chauffeur. Oh, forget that fucking shit out of here. Margaret Robbie's Pirates of the Caribbean movie cancelled. Good. Bring back Johnny. Season 8 is an abomination. Oh, I've heard. I've been enjoying these streams, but I probably won't make it until the end of it. I look forward to what's next, though. That's all right, Augustus. Hey, the good thing about these streams is it's always there's always regulars in my streams, so don't worry. No one's gonna forget you or anything. You'll be fine. Just pop back in another stream at some point, and everyone in the chat will go, "Hey, Augustus!" I tell you what, everyone in the chat, raise a pint emoji to Augustus right now. So if you're new to the channel, or you're a return new to the channel and you don't know how things work here, you officially enter the chosen familia, which is a reference to Dominic Toretto. And let me just grab the cross. So essentially, you enter the family, and yeah, you get a pint emoji raised, and all that kind of jazz. There you go, family. So raise a pint in the chat to Augustus, everyone. Do a solo watch party for Morbius. That's a good shout, because I haven't actually watched it. You know what? That is a very good shout. Now, you guys know the score. When it goes in the notebook, it means it's happening. Watch party to Morbius. Oh, Jesus Christ. I might need a beer for that one. Just answer me one thing, though. Does Tyrese scream the whole movie? Because I don't know, ever since there was a drastic change in Fast and Furious, all he seems to do now is just go, ah! Ah! Like, shut up. Damn it, Tyrese. You're better than that. I know it's from. Oh, you know. Miyagi show is a must in my own. You could put yeah, all right, yeah. I mean, again, I trust the writers, but it comes down to a probability. You know, the more you do it and the longer it goes on, the likelihood that it's going to be good, it dips. Just took down, so they could have ended it there. Yeah. A show like Andor, but it's about Moody and the Auras. Auras? Yeah, yo. I would like that. Oh, nice. How's Rocky? I think Robbie wins. Robbie season 5, yeah. It's the damn pause for me in the line. You think I broke your heart, you broke it. It's the pause. Here's cringy dialogue. She is... I'm not even going to try and read that. I'm not even going to try and read that. Right, come back for another beating? Yeah, and the hair's just like flapping like Lord Fuckwar everywhere. Hey, don't worry, Derek. You ain't got to watch with me, but it'll just be a solo one. Matt Smith is the saving grace. He doesn't scream, but he makes bad jokes and says generic dialogue. So basically, Roman from Fast and Furious. For fuck's sake. Like that move, I learned it from your dad. Like, there's also like the moment where fucking they're in the school fight, and then, you know, he's like, "That's for taking advantage of Sam. I would never." Then why did it happen? Like, what was he doing? Like his best impression? Like, Sholo, I love you, but was that your impression of like Arnold Schwarzenegger? They're just going, hey. just. So Jake, are you saying you don't want to see The Rock and Margot doing a Pirates? No, I do not. Get rocked up. Again, I love The Rock for bringing Henry Cavill back, but my original point stands. I am sick of seeing The Rock everywhere. Stop putting him in everything. He's everywhere. Oh, it's just Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, like shit. Damn it, Evan. Evan. Oi, the man. Evan, you funny. Morbius is available on Netflix. But hey, I'm in the UK, remember. Hang on. I'm out of focus. There we go. See, that's why I love doing solo streams. Like, for the first hour, it's on topic, and then after that, it's just madness. Tyrese was just boring in Morbius. You can tell he was just there for a paycheck. Yep. And then Tyrese said it was in the MCU. Like, Tyrese, you don't know what you're talking about. I think a prequel series focused on young Kreese. Yep. Hey, more young Kreese and young Silver. I wouldn't mind that. And young Johnny, that'd be cool. Someone broke into my car and put 2 tickets to Morbius in it. Someone broke into your car, didn't steal anything, and gave you 2 tickets to see Morbius. Wow. Miguel literally growled at him, then ran at him. Exactly, he literally growled at him. I don't want it. She is my. I don't want it. She is my queen. Yorkshire. I'm not good with Yorkshire. I don't want it. She's my queen. That was terrible. I'm never doing that again. Who is my daddy and what does he do? Do the Rock 5 a.m. in the morning impression. All right, okay. Here's how you do the Rock 5 a.m. Impression. Right, okay. You guys ready for this? All right, okay. So, at the gym, working out, 4 a.m., hitting the iron. Black Adam's releasing today. It's going to be great. Commercial success. I thank all of you. It's like, Dwayne, we get it. You're in the gym every morning, grinding. You're in the gym 3 times a day. Fucking hell. Hello there. Oh my god. Did you see Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Not yet. Not yet. I need to watch it. I need to get around to seeing it. I might watch it tomorrow. Wish you better, sir. Series focused on Sato and Chosen. I would like that. The hierarchy of power in the DCEU has just shifted for the millionth time. Oh god. Every time. Every single video. Every video he does. Yeah, I really need to get some more Lemsip in my system. Morbius had so many cringe moments, like when he kills the cop and moonwalks away. I didn't even know that. He kills a cop and he moonwalks. I need to see this movie. General Kenobi. Darth Jar Jar versus Darth Jar Jar. Come on. Watch the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, then season 8 with some whiskey to help you cope, then 5 and 6 and 7 see its decline. Damn. Wow, that's it's pretty bleak. God damn. Favorite part of Morbius is when he says it's Morbin time and Morbs all over the place. First ever to make $1 billion at the... Jesus. Sam and Tori, little team up. Morbius is just a straight up shit show, and that's being honest. It's a meme film, although some of those I can't defend it. Morbius is disappointing from top to bottom. Well, from what I've heard. I need to watch it. Let me do another poll. I'm trying to end the poll. There we go. Let me do another one. Hi, Mum. Oh, okay. So the poll for Cursed Child ended in nay 91% and yay 8%, and that was 37 votes. And I put a new poll in: shall I watch Morbius? Why were you coughing? Because I'm ill. That's why I was coughing. I'm a bad Morbius. Oh God, he doesn't say that in the film, does he? Oh Jesus, I definitely need to do a watch party to this. This could provide some good entertainment. Well, for you guys, not for me. It's Morbin time wasn't even a line in the movie. Oh my God. Nothing will ever be as bad as the holiday special. Never watching that shit again. Bro, when I tell you... God's sake. When I tell you everyone in that film looked like they were on drugs, like... Yeah. Like, they look scary. How do you make Luke Skywalker and Leia look scary? Like, they look like they were straight out of a wax museum. And then Harrison Ford looks like he's just there picking up a paycheck. Hopefully. You need cough sweets. Yeah, I'll have a look for some. I should have some over there somewhere. The holiday special. Jesus Christ, that was bad. Never again. I mean, you literally have a scene in there where a Wookiee is watching porn. Like, it's... Wow. And it still gets defended. Morbius is bad, but people were taking it far, saying it's one of the worst movies ever. Well, I mean, wait till I watch it. Then there'll be another one. I wish it was his Michael Jackson impression in Vision in my mind while he moonwalked. Oh my God. AR. You're not missing much. Watch Dune. Hey, Dune is good. I did get around to watching that. Not in the cinema, unfortunately, but I did get around to watching it. I liked it. It was all right. I don't really have a dog in the fight, though, because I never was, like, huge on the Dune book. But the movie I liked. I'm just a bit of a normie, though. That's the thing. I'm a bit of a normie. Oh, God, my throat is so sore. Right. Let's see how the poll's doing. How are we doing? So, damn. 15 people have voted. 20% say no. 80% say yes. Whoa. That is nuts. That one musical scene went on for like 10 minutes. Oh, God. Why is it so... AR, you... I'm not highlighting that. I'm not highlighting that comment. You bad person. You fucking arsehole. You know what? For shits and giggles. Unbelievable. Can't believe that was just commented, for Christ's sake. World Cup next week. It's coming home. England versus USA should be in... Oh, God. If we lose... Oh, my God. They need to remove the eggplant. Yes, they do. Like the eggplant. I'm sorry, whoever designed that emoji knew what they were doing. I didn't even know an eggplant emoji existed until I didn't even know an eggplant was a thing until the emoji. Call me stupid, but it means something completely different. Cake, just like that. Oh man. All right, okay, they did it on purpose. Oh, please believe they did it on purpose. But yeah, get your final questions in, people. No doubt what's going to end up happening is I'm going to say, I'm going to stream for another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to get a whole wave of people bringing in a new discussion. 1770, yeah, 1776, 1776. Yeah, it's going to be all over again. No Dune spoilers, please, if they're doing any more. When I say The Last Night was a shit show, it was from top to bottom. Now, I'll say this. The thing is with Michael Bay, in each Transformers movie, the visuals and the soundtrack are good. Everything else sucks. Will you do a stream playing Hogwarts? Come on, of course I will. I'll be all over that. Hey, I'm going straight for Slytherin. I'm not taking. The thing is, I liked Slytherin before it became popular. Now everyone loves Slytherin. It's like, oh, we all love Slytherin. It's like all of a sudden everyone had this inclination of when you're a kid, you were a fan of Gryffindor. When you got older, you were understood Slytherin. It's like, motherfucker, I've been understanding Slytherin since day one. But now I'll just be called, oh, you're just generic. It's like, come on. Do you know what? Anthony Hopkins has one of the greatest lines in cinema in that movie. Yes, but you want to know, don't you, dude? It's almost like with Anthony Hopkins, I felt like, did no one say to him, sir, what are you doing in this movie? Sir? Like, did no one say, sir, what are you doing in this movie? Anthony Hopkins was in... Oh, my God. It's like Helen Mirren being in Fast and Furious. It's weird. As a Die 4 and 5 are terrible. The soundtracks and the visuals are good, and the fight scenes are cool, but everything else is shit. Oh, you're a Hufflepuff. Oh, snap. I mean, you do hold it down. I mean, look. Hufflepuff, you have Cedric Diggory, you have Newt. I mean, come on. Oh, but Hufflepuff, I'd say, is the most good-hearted of the houses. I mean, every house has a good heart, but Hufflepuff especially. You know what? Let me do a quiz. What is your Hogwarts house? Now, I'm not signed up to the thing on the thingy-mabob, so I'll just do it on BuzzFeed. Let's just see what it comes up with. All the stars are broken. Oh God, I was listening to that song earlier. It's such a banger. Right. Okay, let's go. It's stop advertising Deliveroo. You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've bought a wand from Ollivanders. What material is at its core? Unicorn hair, dragon heartstring, or a phoenix feather? Oh, that is a toss. I love unicorns, but it's got to be a dragon or a phoenix. All right, give me a coin. Give me a coin. I can't choose. Dragons and phoenixes are like my spirit animals. I can't choose. All right. Okay. So just drop my Power Ranger on the floor. Shit. There you go. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. All right. Okay. So tails, I'm going to make that dragon. Heads, I'm going to make that phoenix. Heads, phoenix. Tails, dragon. Okay. Guess it's a phoenix. All right. Phoenix it shall be. During the end of year exams, you noticed that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. You come top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do you do? Tell the professor immediately, because I'm a weasel. Nothing, but if I hadn't come... do you know what? I'll be the type of dude to give them a high five. Like, I'm not even going to trip. I cheated on one of my exams. You'd be most hurt if a person called you weak. I hate that. Or boring. Oh, that winds me up. You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout, Could you just imagine, like, there's someone down the road and they just go, and you just go, Crucio! And they're like, I just wanted to make you dance. Like, they just start spreading a spell at you, right? And then all of us, and there's like, dance us forever us, and then you just go, oh, sugar, Crucio! And you just start electrocuting. Damn, that would be cruel. Expelliarmus is my go-to. Oh, but then if it's an unknown spell and if it's not dancing, I'm playing it safe. I'm going with Protego. It's your 5th year at Hogwarts and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? Sneaking into the Forbidden Forest? I ain't stupid. Getting caught cheating in... anyone who sneaks into the Forbidden Forest, you deserve to die. Getting caught cheating in my divination out. Being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours. You know what? It'll probably be getting caught cheating. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? Pity the living and above all those who live without love. You know what? That is a great quote. If you live without love, you're an asshole. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not someone is born what they grow to be. Does not. I love all of these quotes, but this one right here. It matters not what someone is born, but what the... I need to just highlight the camera on me. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. Boom. Yo, Luke, what's up, dude? I got Ravenclaw. Nice. Yeah, everyone has aspects of all 4, but it's usually the one that you most kind of identify with. Back to the quiz. Which of the... ah, fuck's sake. God's sake. Which of these accurately describes your relationship with your closest friends? I love surrounding myself with people. The more friends I have, the better. Very few close friends that I would trust in my life. I tend to be very wary around new people. I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me to succeed. I'm going to say that one. There's a few that I trust with. They know who they are. I trust them with my life. Which of your skills are you... And I'll have theirs. Which of your skills are you most proud of? New information, new friends, get what I want. To make new friends. I like that. It's a good trait to have. The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching. You can't wait to get involved. What role are you playing? Hey, yo, I'm the Seeker. Get me on that. I want all the glory. I mean, a beat is cool. You get to smack the thing around Chaser and work as a team, be in the crowd. Nah, I'm the Seeker. I'm on the driving seat of that. I'm on the driving seat of that bitch. You're allowed a pet at Hogwarts, an owl or a cat. Cat. You finished your homework and you have some free time. Could you imagine if I get Misty? Just say, Misty, deliver this letter back home. She's like 4 days. It's Saturday. You finish your homework and you have some free time. You decide to spend time away from your common room. Where do you go? The Forbidden Forest. No. The library, the kitchens, the room of... I'm going to say the room of requirement. What would you see in the Mirror of Erised? Surrounded by riches, knowledgeable, my loving family and friends. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. Which of these magical... How many questions are there? Which of these magical events would you most experience? Christmas at Hogwarts, the U-Boat. Oh, it's got to be one of these two. Oh, it's got to be hot. It's got to be one of these two. It's got to be one of these two. The Quidditch World Cup would be great. I'm going with the Triwizard Tournament. That shit is fire. You're having trouble mastering a new spell and you decided to ask for help. Who do you go to? Oh, my smartest friend, of course. And then I'll go to the professor afterwards. Choose a Deathly Hallow, the Elder Wand, the Stone, or Invisibility. Give me the Elder Wand. See, is that even a question? The Resurrection Stone, yeah, you can talk to people who've died briefly, and you can come back to life briefly. Cloak of Invisibility, yeah, you can be invisible, but the Elder Wand, it's creaming everything. Which path do you intend to follow? Work hard, settle down and start a family. Work hard. And finally, we know that the Sorting Hat takes you... Oh, speaking of, the voice of the Sorting Hat, he passed away, didn't he? Rest in peace to him. Right. As much as I love Hufflepuff and I love Ravenclaw, I identify with Gryffindor the most, but I'm definitely a more full-on Slytherin. So, oh, look, it's true. 36% Gryffindor, 27% Slytherin, 20% Ravenclaw, and 17% Hufflepuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, All right, let's read this. Just unplug my mic. Right, there we go. So yeah, basically a bit of both. Your slight compatibility with Ravenclaw House hints at an appreciation for knowledge and wisdom, though they're not priorities for you. Well, they're important. Damn, there you go. Being a Gryffindor combined with the ambition of a Slytherin. Hey, do you know what? This one describes me perfectly. Hey, you know what? This one got it bang on. Yeah. I'm between both. I mean, I love Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, but Gryffindor and Slytherin, it's a toss-up. Man, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Kevin Conroy and Robbie Coltrane. Yep. Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. Get some tea and honey in you. Tea and honey, eh? So I need to stop egging AR on. Oh wow. Honey and hot water. Yeah, I need to get some of that in my system. I'm fucked. I am so screwed. Oh man. Right. Okay, so we've got a wave of new people joining. Do I go for another half an hour? Make it a 2-hour stream? Because I'm sorely tempted to. Like, I'm really tempted to, just to make up for the fact that I wasn't streaming yesterday. So I'm tempted to. Now I got some more sleep in my system. I want to see those. I want to see a bunch of yeses popping up. Come on, I'm leaving it to you guys. I didn't mean in a dirty way. Yes! Okay, all right, it'll be yes then.
Is there any more coffee?
Right, okay. To be fair, after this, I really feel like watching the original Star Wars. I don't know why. I just think talking about like the OG Star Wars, it's got me in the mood. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who has joined in the stream. Yes, yes, please, yes, 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 yes. Cue the Daniel Bryan thing. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess we're continuing. Right. New topics. Okay, guys. Questions. Go. New topics. New things. Anything. Ask anything you want. Get it in the chat. Make sure it's juicy. Make sure I can kind of hang on it for about 5 minutes. Don't just say, "Hey, what's your favorite color?" Give me something more to go off of. Something more to go off. Let me scroll off of. All right, there we go. Bang, boom. Yes, yes. Army Men Life, what's up, dude? Percy Jackson series next year. Can't wait. It was another Harry Potter for me. Percy deserved better than those shitty. Do you know what? I like the. I like what. I like what I'm hearing about Percy Jackson. Hang on. New series. When is it dropping? Oh, it's going to be on Disney Plus. 2023. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you guys ever remember Stormbreaker? That like old thing with like Ewan McGregor in it briefly. Who is your favorite all-time Harry Potter character? I mean, it's going to sound so cliche, but Harry. I mean, come on. But this is the thing with Harry Potter. It has such a rich world. It could be Dumbledore, Sirius Black, Snape, Remus. So many characters. Cedric is underappreciated as hell. Ron, Seamus, Luna, Ginny, Fred and George. There's so many. Neville. Can we talk about Neville's glow up? Right, this dude goes from the first movie to going to I'll fight you to literally going to Voldemort and saying, come on then, bitch, come on then. Like I was like, yo, like I was gassed. I was like, you know what, hey, Neville's about that shit. I was like, hey, let's go. It's crazy because the thing is, there's always been that discussion in the fandom: is Neville the chosen one? Now, before you go but Harry's the hang on, the prophecy links to Neville as well. Like if you go into the details, it links to Neville as well. And my man kills Nagini. Neville Longbottom kills Nagini. You know what? I'm not even angry at that. I'm happy at that. I wouldn't mind seeing more of the Inferi with like Remus's brother, because those when that, like, in theory, was trying to drag Harry down in the depths of the water and drown him, those things that make me look uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable as hell. Thoughts on Family Guy still being the way it is?
Is there any more coffee?
There you go. Dune. Oh, they're great. Are you going to see Avatar 2? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going into it like, oh my god, I need to see Avatar. Oh, it's more of just like, cool, you know, because it's going to be a revolutionary film in terms of filmmaking, but in terms of my investment in it, I never really liked the first one much. Like, I was just like, yeah, it's all right, it's cool, bit overrated, but all right. Favorite Harry Potter movie and book, are they same or different? Right. Favorite book is Deathly Hallows. I love that freaking book. Like, Deathly Hallows and Chamber of Secrets is a close second. But Deathly Hallows, I love everything about that book. The book is it's the Battle of Hogwarts stuff. It goes into so much with like Colin Creevey and just so much more detail that the film couldn't show us. In terms of my favorite movie, Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, I mean, come on, like Prisoner, come on. Like, I mean, especially the night bus with the mind your head. Hey guys, why the long faces? Like, I was just like, you know what? This is sick. And then I will never forget the trailer. There was a DVD I had. I forgot which one it was, but we loaded it up, and it always, my family would always try and skip the advert, and I'd say, no. I want to watch the movie, but I want to see this advert. It's the advert where the you know the scene in Prisoner of Azkaban where the Dementor goes like that, opens the door, spins the door open, and then the hand comes round. Like, after the shot of the camera panning in through the rain and the train and the lights going out, I was like, oh! And to be fair, I felt like a bit of a bad boy. I was like, you know what? Harry Potter's getting a bit darker now. Like, yeah, let's go. So, yeah. When do you think we'll get a renewal? I think we'll get teased a renewal this month and then confirmation next month. Thoughts on the Willow sequel? It looks good. I was never big on the original, but looks good. Favorite Harry Potter book and movie? There you go. Do you think there will be a Mike Barnes type of fighter? Robbie could get a talk from Johnny or Kreese that inspires him to embrace the dark side and save the world from Cobra Kai. Yeah, I mean, this is why I say Robbie should win. It's not because you're a Robbie fanboy, because it makes sense. Johnny brings Cobra Kai back, Robbie ends it. There's that symbolism that no one gets. Goblet of Fire movie, Prisoner of Azkaban. Bang. I actually have the script over here somewhere. I bought it from this dude at a Comic-Con. He had like all the scripts of the movies and stuff. It was so cool. Harry's heart did beat for us. For all of us. It's not over. Oh, gee. Go on, Neville. Didn't Voldemort make Harry the chosen one? In a sense. Avatar is alright, but overrated. Yeah, massively overrated. Massively. Like, in terms of filmmaking, no. In terms of story, yeah. Voldemort tortures Harry and Goblet. The first time I saw Goblet of Fire, and then this no-nose Slender Man dude is on screen. He goes, I can touch you now. Ah! You know, like shit like that. And just the whole tone of that graveyard scene from Cedric's death up until them, Harry and him leaving, everything all was perfect. You felt terrified for Harry's behalf. You didn't know, especially because Cedric was just killed. You didn't know how much danger Harry was going to be in, especially when there's the revelation of, like, I will admit, this is where the Voldemort meme started. Crab, nah, Goyle, not even you, Lucius. Like, where he makes random sounds in the background. Like, that's where it started. But, and then, I'll tell you what, Scabbers, right? Peter Pettigrew, you deserved a lot worse than you got. You know, kill the spare, Avada Kedavra. Like, just like Dobby should have knocked his bloody head off. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Love it. Order of the Phoenix, and my favorite book is Half-Blood Prince. Nice. Jacob's heart does beat for us, for all of us. It's not over. I agree. I agree. I love that moment. Do you know what's so funny about that moment? When Neville's like, I've been waiting for this to stand up to the villain. Harry's like, hey, yo, hold on, Neville. You're cool, but remember, it's my movie. Hey, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I love the way Order of the Phoenix opens. It's so simple. It opens with Harry walking alone, and it ties into the theme of isolation that he faces throughout the whole film. And the weight of Cedric's death is right on his shoulders. I love it. It's that kind of shit that's missing in movies now. When a character dies, it's just forgotten about. The weight of Cedric's death impacts Harry so much in Order of the Phoenix, especially in the scene where, you know, he says to look, you know, where they're in the pub and they're trying to recruit people, and then they're talking about Harry's accomplishments. It's like, you know, he took on third year, he thought about 100 Dementors at once. You know, he killed the basilisk with the sword in Dumbledore's office, and they're all like hyping him up and hyping up. He's like, guys, that's mostly because of just luck. I didn't know what I was doing half the time, and I nearly always had help. And then he says, you know, when you're a second away from being murdered or watching a friend die right before your eyes, you don't know what that's like. That fucking scene. I love that scene. I love that scene with I love that scene with all my heart. I love it. I love it. So good. And this is what's great about Harry Potter, right? Yes, he's the chosen one, but he's not the strongest wizard. Like, let's not get it twisted here. Voldemort is leaps and bounds above Harry. Grindelwald is leaps and bounds above Harry. Dumbledore is leaps and bounds above Harry. That he is not the strongest wizard, and that's what makes it work. Is just because he's the chosen one, he's not the strongest. As much as with Anakin, it makes sense in Star Wars, but with Harry Potter, he's not the strongest. He's not, and maybe an older Harry Potter, yeah, but as a kid, he isn't the strongest. He just has that. He has that potential. That's what I love about him. Yep. All-time favorite movie, Inception. Yeah. Villains not having noses. I know. Davy Jones as well. The way Voldemort says, Crucio! Crucio! Like, it's like, what the hell was that? Like, it's like he's like like he's doing his best impression of John Williams with like random sounds. You think Tori's mum will die in season 6? The likelihood, it's a Chekhov's gun. I think to have Tori's mum live, it's going to sound so cruel the way I say this. I think they should kill Tori's mum. Like, me personally. I would pull that trigger. I would. But whether they do it or not, I don't know. Even Dursley being an arsehole says, yeah, I know Dursley being an arsehole. You know, he's like, you know, where's your mummy, Potter? Like, what a dick. Yeah, everyone forgot that Eddie died. That wound me up. Harry is the chosen one because he's the bravest and has the most heart, not pure power. Yep. Exactly that. Exactly that. He was never the strongest wizard on the block. That's what I loved about it. It was more about his heart, his bravery, who he was. And it goes all the way back to the first film when Hermione says there are more important things, friendship and bravery. And I love it. I love it. It's so good. Like, leave Harry Potter alone. Don't touch it. I'll die on that hill. Okay, another 17 minutes, people. I want Tori and Daniel to interact. Now, that is an interaction I would like to see. And I think, you know, if Tori's mum passes away, I think Daniel would be a good person to have in her corner. Because he can relate to her after, you know, his dad passed away. Like, again, think of the music that plays, right? When Daniel and Miyagi are sat on the rocks in Karate Kid 2, when Miyagi's father passes away, and Daniel's like, I held his hand and I said goodbye. It's too perfect to not do. I'm just saying. It's sad for Tori, but I tell you what, it will give her such development. Voldemort or Jason. I mean, as much as I love Jason, Voldemort can literally just magic him away. Like, but then again, if Voldemort doesn't have his wand, Jason could, you know, just go on the hack and slash. Have you seen Jay Clayton's? No, I haven't seen him. Right. I've had a bit of time to stew on this. I've had a bit of time to think about it. I'm going to say season 3 is still my favorite season. Season 5, I think, is the definitive season. But I think season 3 overall, it just... I love season 3. I love it to death. And it's mostly because season 3 for me was the foundation, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but it was the foundation for me to change my life, essentially. It means that much more to me. It was the foundation of everything I'm doing right now. You guys remember the streams I did a year ago talking about my goals and my hobbies and how far off they all seemed, and now I'm actually achieving them. Season 3 was the catalyst for a lot of that. And season 3 will always hold a special place in my heart. And that season 3 trailer, where it's like, you're not a little kid anymore. The world isn't just going to hand it to you. If you want something, you're going to have to crawl across the floor. Use your damn teeth if you have to. Hits. I agree. The thing is, season 3, every character got shine. Every character. Who would win, Voldemort or Sheev? Palpatine. Like, I mean, again, in an out-and-out fight, Palpatine would decimate him, but it really requires situation and context depending on the environment. It really just so many different factors. So many different factors. Right, we'll scroll up in the chat and see if I've missed anything. Right. But yeah, rest in peace to Robbie Coltrane. It is sad. It's I don't know. When I found out the news, I was just like, you know what? That is sad. Especially when you look at the special, as I said earlier on, and then he said, you know, Hagrid will be here and I won't be. It's almost like he kind of knew, you know. It's really sad. Season 5 Chosen versus Season 3 Crease. Oh, Season 5 Chosen would destroy him. I mean, look, Season 3 Crease is still good, but Season 5 Chosen, that... The only reason he lost to Silver is because of plot. Chosen had him beat. Jermaine, thank you, Jermaine. Everyone raised a toast to Jermaine in the chat. Let me just play a clip. The greatest clip in the history of the world. Buster Rhymes drop kicking Michael Myers. Yeah, I'm not sure. The scene where Harry is giving his speech, Cedric's death and Dumbledore's death were the best. Most impactful scenes. Yes. And speaking of scenes, when Dumbledore gives his speech, right, in Goblet of Fire, right, I'm going to pull up the speech. This speech right here. Hang on, where is it? He also goes on, like later on, he says, everyone's going to be faced with the choice between doing what is right and what is easy. That is... Love it. Right. Here we go. I'm going to read it. Today, we acknowledge a really terrible loss. Cedric Diggory was, as you all know, exceptionally hardworking, intricately fair-minded, and most importantly, a fierce friend. I think, therefore, you have the right to know exactly how he died. You see, Cedric Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort. The Ministry of Magic does not wish me to tell you this, but not to do so I think would be an insult to his memory. Now the pain we all feel at this dreadful loss reminds us, that while we may come from different places and speak in different tongues, our hearts beat as one. In light of recent events, the bonds of friendship we made this year will be more important than ever. Remember that. And Cedric Diggory will not have died in vain. You remember that. And we'll celebrate a boy who was kind and honest and brave and true right to the very end. Shit, man. Damn it. It hits me, man. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw Goblet of Fire, man, when Cedric died and that speech, I was crying like a baby, man. I was like, Jesus. Especially because after this, like, I don't know what it is, but this was like the catalyst for deaths. Like, you had Captain Jack Harkness that died in Doctor Who. I mean, he was resurrected, but he died. Jack Sparrow that died in Pirates of the Caribbean. James Norrington that died not long after. You had Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 3. All of the X-Men in Last Stand. You had Silver Surfer died briefly. Like, there was just like Sirius Black and Harry Potter. There was so much death. Like, it was just death everywhere. I was like, can we give me a break? Can we stop killing my pop culture characters? Yeah, it's pretty different from the book, but it's definitely a good adaptation. The man who passed the sentence should swing the sword. If you look at the condemned in the eye and he hesitates, maybe he does not deserve to die. Where's that from? That's a line. That's a bar. Unbelievably overhated by people don't watch it. Yeah, I know. What about when Gwen died? Yeah, that was sad, but that was 2012. Like, around this 2004 to 2008 time period, I was going through a lot with character deaths. Oh, Ned Stark. Damn. Really is the Qui-Gon of that show. And it's just the way Dumbledore delivers the speech after Cedric dies, and then the camera pans up, you know, to Hogwarts being lit and, you know, with bright lights and sun rays. Oh, man. Cedric's death doesn't feel that sad because he isn't interested. I disagree. I think Cedric is a really interesting character. Tell me a bit more. Why don't you think he's interesting? But I think he is an interesting character. A character that's just a good-hearted boy that, you know, he doesn't... What I love about Cedric, right? And this is what sold me on Robert Pattinson playing Batman, is Cedric has a level of gentleman where the guys want to be like him, the girls want him, but he's humble. He's just a nice, good dude. He never meant any ill will to anyone. He was literally the guy who had the heart of gold that gets killed, you know. And you look at the potential of Cedric Diggory, especially when Mad Eye, who isn't Mad Eye at the time, it's Barty Crouch, says to Harry, by your age, he could turn a whistle into a watch and have it sing you the time. The potential of Cedric Diggory was taken away. His life was cut short. Like, that's why I hate The Cursed Child so much, because it completely undoes all of that, and I hate it for that. Like, Cedric, for what little scenes Cedric had in that movie, such a great weight. Such a great weight. The weirdest dream. I'll tell you one weird dream I had. I'll tell you two. There was one where I went downstairs to the kitchen. There was a hole in the floor, and then all of a sudden Pennywise goes, ah! Like that, and then pulls me down. I wake up and I'm like, that was one of them. The second one was after I saw Transformers for the first time, and I'm running through the city and the wreckage, and I'm being chased by Megatron. I shit you not, I was scared shitless. Like, little, like, 12-year-old me was sweating. I was like, whoa, what is that? Because the thing is, as great as Transformers looks, let's be real, if you get a Transformer running at you, like... No, thank you. Unless I got an army with me. A Harry Potter TV show could work. An animated one, maybe? Because all the actors are older. Which battle is your favorite? It's got to be Dumbledore and Voldemort in Order of the Phoenix. That fight is Dooku and Yoda on steroids. Like that. And it's do you know what? It's Palpatine and Yoda on steroids. Like, it's so freaking good. Like, Voldemort, as powerful as he is, and he's powerful, he is no match for Dumbledore. And I love it. Ned Stark's execution. I'm not going to watch it on stream. There's a thing called copyright. This kind of mark cannot be seen as love. Oh, yeah, I know the bit you're on about. When he says it in the first movie. Man. Yep. Cedric's death is the most important death that sprung the Wizarding World War II. Exactly. Cedric's death was the catalyst. Cedric needed to die for that to happen. And it was the rallying cry. Cedric's death was the motivator for everyone to come together. Flying in the air so fast, it felt surreal, so I woke up sweating. Damn. My power just went out. Sheesh. I hope you get that back on. I've been there. What's your favorite movie? Prisoner of Azkaban, sir. All right, guys, 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to be rounding off. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. But yeah, linking it back to the start of the stream, Cursed Child, if they're going to do it, which they probably will, I beg and plead, change the story. Don't have the don't have that book be beat for beat done in live action, because I tell you what, it's so freaking shit. When you saw Pennywise in your dream, didn't you want to slap the shit out of him? Well, I didn't have so much control over it, though. I didn't have any control. I was just going for a ride, you know? I had one dream where I was being chased by Ghostface. That was fun. I had a dream once where I was part of the Scooby-Doo gang when I was like a kid. That's one weird one. What's another one? Oh yeah, where I was a Jedi. Now that one was sick. I trained with Anakin in the temple as a youngling. So that was pretty cool. I might have to do that as a little fan film one day. Hopefully it gets restored. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I hope that you get the power back on. Got that power. Hopefully you can get it back on.
I am the captain of this ship. What ship? This guy hit me with a van.
Yeah, that music plays in a Halloween movie. Can you imagine? It's Jesus Christ. Wow. What a stinker. Okay, 5 minutes, people. Then I am out of here. Oh my God. Ugh. That is disgusting. Right, where was I? Okay. Do you have any dreams about being part of a Cobra? I don't know. I probably have done, but I can't remember them. Everyone needs to write all their weird dreams in the comments, and Jacob needs to react to them. Yeah, you know what? For the final 4 minutes, tell me your weirdest dreams, people. Obviously, within reason. Keep it PG. Don't tell me, you know. If the Sekai Taikai final round, Johnny gives Robbie his original headband. Oh, that would be so freaking good. Which clip is that? So basically, the early days of YouTube, these guys here, they did a lightsaber duel thing. It's called 3 in the afternoon and then 6 in the 3 in the afternoon, 6 in the morning, and then 9 in the evening, I think. So search that and then it will come up. It's from that. Daniel LaRusso is the GOAT, but because he helped give birth to the GOAT. Oh, here we go. Sam praise again. It's true though. Robbie Torrey returns roasting Kyler. Damn. Wow. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do it. It really wouldn't be that hard to do it.
Shut up!
Right. Okay. Any more, guys? And then I'm going to be rounding off for the night because I got to get some sleep. Ugh, that is grim. That is grim. See, the thing is, I could end the stream literally right now, but I guarantee you there's going to be about 4 messages in a second that literally say, oh, yeah, I had this dream. Go up in the chat. Yeah. Wow. Crease hiding in some random location. They got to be careful with that. Jay, I saw the video. I do not want a new Harry Potter movie. I agree. Don't do it. I had a dream where I got chased by a dinosaur after watching Jurassic Park. Scary as hell. Damn. That would have been. Don't leave. I had dreams of being Spider-Man. It's that display picture. Thoughts on Titanic? I don't look, put it this way. It's one of the greatest movies of all time, for sure. But I don't watch it a lot for the prime reason it gets me. That movie breaks me. Like the movie breaks me. The you know, Jack, the little mum with her kid before they drown, the old couple that are about to die. The Mr. You know, the guy who plays Mr. Fantastic, him looking for people and everyone's dead. Like the ending of the movie with you know, my heart will go. Nope. Can't watch it. Can't do it. Can't do it at all. Shit, can't do it. You see, James Cameron's a G. He said, oh, you like Leonardo DiCaprio? I'm going to kill him in the most brutal way possible. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, how the hell did Kreese get overseas? But that'd be fun thing to see. Picture a scene between Tori and Devon after Tori's mum dies in a similar way with it. Yeah, now that could be good. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That could be good. That could be a good little setup that they do. Have you seen? I'm not even going to answer that. Sorry, guys, my thing's a bit behind. Right. I'm not even going to answer that, Qui-Gon. Pizza Time. Titanic is a really good movie, but I'm not into romantic films. I had a dream of eating oatmeal. Just kidding. Good Lord. Next holiday you want to go to, Jacob? Oh, that's different. Didn't expect that. I want to go to LA. LA or New York? Yeah, New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. The weirdest dream I had was my family was different types of dessert, and I ate. Okay, that is just that is weird. Higher. Okay, guys, I've hit the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna round off for the evening. Thank you all for popping in. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys who have jumped in today. Step up. Can't go wrong. And yeah, great stream, great discussion. Thank you all for popping in. And as of right now, if you haven't liked this stream, then do so. We're 4 likes away from 30. Come on, 4 likes away from 30. Let's make it happen. Let's visualize the win. Let's make it happen. Make a plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan. That was actually a good reference to CW, and it was actually decent. You can't leave without saying you love everyone, because that's what I do. Night, Jacob. Hope your cough gets better. Well, hopefully. But we're Scottish. We soldier through it. Check the poll before you leave. Take care and peace. Good night. Great stream. Thanks, Crusader. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. And I think I've seen you before, Crusader, but I'm not too sure if you've. How long have you been subscribed to the channel, Crusader? Tell me a little bit more just before I end. But thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Right. What was the? Okay. So should I do a watch party to Morbius? 27 vote. Jesus, fuck that up. 27 votes. 22% say no. 78% say yes. All right. Okay. Landslide majority. You're the go-to inspiration. Thank you, Melissa. Strike the fantastic beasts. Good night. Thanks for a fun stream. A while. Oh, damn. Really? Cool. What was the first video that you found? Oh, 21st century. Oh, right. Oh, you've had an alias change. Oh, cool. Interesting. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm buggering off. Before I cough my guts up. Morbius is a masterpiece. Up to 10 out of 10 for sure. Yeah. As long as there's no eggplant emojis. All right. Okay, guys. Take care of yourselves. I am out of here. All right. What clip shall I play before I go? Let's play a cluster.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!
And? Is there any more coffee?
You something big doo-doo this time.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you come for the king?
Well, that was one way to end the stream. Jesus Christ. Anyway, see you all later on. I'm not going to play any more clips because I don't know what the hell happened there. But thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all very, very soon. Peace out, and don't make the cursed child. Let's bring it right back to the beginning. There you go. Yeah.